day you dance like you're naked. Oh, it's almost like.
Hi guys. Okay, so I am currently in the car. I'm on the way to my first competition suit appointment. So I'm pretty sure I get to pick like the color of my suit and all of that today, and I'm super excited for that. I did though, however, just want to share like a little story with you guys today. I wanted to talk about like the last 9 months of my life and how they've changed and what I did to make the changes. So 9 months ago, I was pretty unhappy with myself, kind of the position that I was in, the way I looked, and I really wanted to change it. But there was a couple things in my life that I needed to change. So 9 months ago, I was probably about 17, 20 pounds heavier than I am now. I wasn't comfortable in my body. I wasn't comfortable in my skin. I was going to the gym, and I kind of knew what I was doing, but I wasn't getting results, and that's because a lot of the other things in my life weren't matching up with getting me those results. So at the time, I was dating this guy, and I thought it was love, and I was like, you know, head over heels like right away and spent all my time with him right away. And I started to realize that it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't what I wanted. He really liked to drink and party, and we used to go out all the time, and we used to go to friends' houses and have drinks, and it was the summer, and we backyard parties and all this stuff, and we would go out for dinner all the time, and we would go out for drinks all the time at bars, and he would spend all this money on me, and I thought it was great at the time. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun. Like, me and this guy, we always have so much fun together. And then it really started to hit me where all we did every day was drink, and I stopped going to the gym. I started eating less, so I started actually losing weight, probably a little bit of muscle, definitely a lot of body fat, but not in a healthy way. I was drinking alcohol and not consuming healthy calories. And I started to get a little bit depressed and down on myself because I wasn't doing anything on a daily basis that was productive, that I could be proud of, that I felt good about. Like, I had all these people in my life that we would surround ourselves with that, you know, weren't in a position that I wanted to be in. They had bad habits, and I saw myself going down this path of these bad habits because those are the people I surrounded myself with. And I knew that that's not where I wanted to be, and that I wasn't actually happy. I was only happy sugar-coated in alcohol, which wasn't true happiness at all. So I decided that that guy brought out all my bad qualities, and he didn't feed into any of my good qualities, and he belittled me, and he never pointed out good characteristics of me, but he pointed out all these bad characteristics, and they weren't even accurate. Like, he was pointing out things that, you know, aren't actually me, and maybe they were more me when I was with him because he brought those out in me, but they're not actually me. So I got rid of him, and right away my life started to get a little bit better. And then started going back to the gym. That started making me feel a lot better. I kind of reset my mind and reset my goals, and I got back on track, and I was going 5 days a week, and I got my eating back on track, and I started to make some progress, and I started to see some changes, and I like them. Very, very shortly after that breakup, I met my current boyfriend, and our first date was at the gym. We worked out together. I believe it was a back day. And I normally don't like working out with people, but for some reason it was a great workout. I really enjoyed working out with him. So from that, we went on our first date, and then from there, I pretty much never left his house. And I moved in shortly after, and I do this thing where I move really fast sometimes, and I'm like, hey, should you be doing this? Are you jumping to conclusions? Are you moving too fast? Is this a bad idea? You don't even know this guy yet. Blah, blah, blah. But this one actually worked out. Why? Because this guy's values, his habits, his hobbies, his beliefs lined up with mine. And they brought out all of the really good characteristics of me. He motivated me to go to the gym, to live a healthier lifestyle, to push myself, to reach for goals. He supports me. He gives me positive feedback. He gives me compliments. He is not afraid to say, yes, I think you should be doing this. No, I don't think you should be doing this. But in the end, whatever you do, I will support. I will stand by. And I will do my best to help you along the way. And that is really the first big thing that changed the last 9 months of my life, was going from a relationship that was really shitty and a guy that treated me like crap to going to a relationship with a guy that is really supportive, loves the gym, doesn't go out and drink a lot, doesn't party, doesn't hide things from me, doesn't, do any of those things that cause you extra stress in your life and just bring you down. Like, my boyfriend continuously builds me up now. So that's step one. Step one was finding a better relationship. As soon as you surround yourself with people that are where you want to be, doing what you want to do, people that you can be proud of, and people who are willing to be proud of you instead of bring you down, that makes all the difference in the world. So from there, I started to really see lots of results in the gym. I changed up my training with him. I started pushing heavier. I started pushing harder. My workouts became more intense. They became more consistent. I broke a million different PRs. I broke my deadlift PR 5 times over. I broke my squat PR by like 50 pounds. I broke my bench PR by like 70 pounds or something. So I was really improving, and I was really motivated, and I felt great. And so I decided to keep going with it. And then I decided, you know what? I can push myself even further. I can reach for the next goal. Another thing was, I was in school when I first met my boyfriend, and the school went on strike, and a lot of things changed, and all of a sudden I found myself in a really, really tight financial position. I couldn't afford rent anywhere. I was stressed out. I could barely afford my car. Actually, I couldn't afford my car. I was behind on payments. I couldn't afford my phone bill. My phone was shut off for like a month. And I was just in this really tight, bad spot. And so the school offered, because of the strike, the school offered a full tuition refund for that year. So if you wanted to drop out because you thought you weren't going to be successful in the program, or whatever the case is, finances, whatever, they were offering full tuition back for that year. So I decided to go that route because I was in a position where financially school was killing me. It was literally killing me. It was adding so much stress to my life. And the program that I was in was not the be-all, end-all of the career path that I want to take. So I decided that I was going to find another way to go about it, and I dropped out of school. My boyfriend was completely supportive of this decision. He understood my reasons, and he, at this time, was helping me financially get back on track. He motivated me to look for jobs in the area. He pushed me to hand out resumes. He reassured me that I would have no problem getting a job, that I'm personable, that I'm driven, that I have experience, and that I'll have no issues. All of those positive things that you need when you're at a low point in your life. So that really helped motivate me, and I went and I got a job. Very soon after that, my financial situation started to turn around. I was back on track with bills. I was not stressed about that anymore. So another stress out the window. Now I've got a good relationship. Finances are back in order. Not stressing about school. But now I'm thinking, okay, I don't want this job forever. I'm not very happy in this job. My boss was not very nice. So yes, financially it really helped me out, and I was happy about that. But it kind of caused a little bit of other stress just because I really didn't like going into work, and I really didn't like my boss. Again, my boyfriend, super supportive. He said, Hales, you're not happy there. You don't like it there. You don't deserve to be treated that way. You can find another job. And I felt, you know, I'm not a person who gets a job and then quits a job soon after. It doesn't look good. You don't look reliable. But he was right when he said, if you're not happy and you don't like it and it's causing you stress in your life, it is not worth it. You can find another job. So I listened to him and I said, babe, you know, this means that financially I'm probably going to be in a hole. I'm going to have to train again. I'm not going to be making money right away. And he said, no problem. I understand that. I'll help you out. We'll figure it out. You'll get back on your feet again. I'm not worried. It's not like you're sitting around doing nothing. You're a driven individual. It's fine. I don't mind helping you out. So I went and I got another job. And this job, I was so excited about. I went in for the orientation. I went in for my first day of training. The manager was awesome. She was so positive. We got along great. The way they operated was fantastic. So I was really excited about this job. Then you're at the gym and I get offered a job to be a trainer. And I have been really wanting to get out of the restaurant and service industry and get into the fitness industry for about 3 years now. But I didn't feel ready. I was really hesitant. I wasn't confident. So I kind of took my time making that leap. But when this manager of this gym approached me and says, look, you're in here every day. You're obviously dedicated. You're obviously living the lifestyle. You know what you're doing because look at your results. You know, I really think you'd be a great asset to our team. And I decided, even though I had just gotten another job, and even though that would mean I'd have to quit that job and disappoint that manager, again, after like a week of being hired, I decided to quit that job because I knew that this was my chance and my opportunity to get into the field I want to be in, and I would regret it if I didn't take it. So basically, the first thing I talked about was surrounding yourself with people that support you, that you look up to. Sorry, my phone cut out because my heat was on and my phone heated up too much, and then it was like, phone can't work because it's too hot. And then I went in for my suit appointment, and now I am on my way to posing with my coach. Anyway, getting back to my story, I think where I left off was I was talking about how supportive my boyfriend is and how people that you surround yourself with matter, and to surround yourself with good supportive people. And then I was talking about how I've changed jobs and I've quit jobs after just a couple of weeks of working there, and how that normally looks really bad and I wouldn't normally do that. But on the same token, I also want to follow my heart and do what I'm passionate about.
In
So-
600 meters, keep right at the fork, follow signs for Ontario 403 East, Toronto.
Sorry, I am driving right now and I need my GPS on because I don't know where I'm going, so don't mind if it cuts me off. Anyway, so that being said,
Keep right at the fork.
I was talking about taking opportunities when they come, and
Continue on Ontario 403 East for 41 kilometers.
that's going to be annoying, I'm sorry. So taking opportunities when they come your way, because you might regret it if you don't, because you feel like you're not ready, or you feel like it's not the right thing to do, or you're thinking about somebody else instead of yourself, aka as if I was thinking about my managers at my job now, or at the job that I quit, versus thinking about myself. If I was thinking about them, then I wouldn't have taken the opportunity, because I would have been like, well, that screws them over, blah, blah, blah. But you just need to find like the best way to do it and end up doing what's right for you in the end. And so my first tip of advice was surround yourself with people who care about you, who want to see you succeed, and who support you, who are in a position of somewhere you want to be or somewhere you respect. And then secondly is take advantage of opportunities, guys. Take that step. Like the only, like, if I could give one piece of advice, it would be to take the step. Take that first step, because you might not know exactly where it leads. You might not know exactly what the plan entails, or have it all mapped out, or have it all figured out. But if you don't take a step forward, you're going to be in the same place. And you can't get ahead. You can't change anything. You can't grow. You can't progress if you're not taking steps forward. So my thing is, I just kept taking steps, and I didn't know where they were going to lead me in the past 9 months, but I did it anyway. So I took the step to leave my shitty boyfriend. I took the step to get into a new relationship with my new boyfriend. I took the step to leave school. When I was in a crappy financial position, I took a step to get a job. When I realized that job wasn't working out, I took the step to find a new job. When I realized that wasn't working out, or it was working out, but I got an opportunity presented to me, I took a step to quit that job and to follow through with that opportunity. I didn't know how any of those situations were going to turn out when I took that step, but thank God I took all of those steps, because they have changed my life in the past 9 months in such a positive way. So all I can say is you don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to know exactly how it's going to turn out, exactly what comes next, because as soon as you take that step, it leads you to the next step. Things kind of start to fall into place as long as you are doing what you love, following your heart, putting effort into passions and things you enjoy. That was like me taking the step to do a prep and to do a competition. It was a scary step. It was something I never thought I would do 9 months ago. If you talked to me 9 months ago, I said I would never do a show. And the reason I said I would never do a show is because I was too scared. I mean, that wasn't my excuse. My excuses were, oh, well, it's not a balanced lifestyle. It interferes with relationships. You can't go out with friends. Like, it's a lot of work. It will take the fun and enjoyment out of going to the gym. Whatever excuses I could come up with not to do a show, that's what I would have told you 9 months ago. That is what I said 9 months ago. But really, when it came down to it, I was just scared. I wanted to do a show. I admired girls who compete. I admire the hard work it takes. I admire their dedication to the sport. But I didn't think I had that. I didn't think I had that dedication. I didn't think I could get my body to that state. I mean, I was 20 pounds heavier than I am now, and I really I couldn't picture it. I couldn't picture myself being in that position. But I followed my passion. I kept going to the gym because I loved it. I kept working hard. I kept consistent with it because it makes me feel good, because leaving the gym after every workout makes me feel like a stronger, more confident person, clears my head, makes me feel more capable and able in every area of my life. And so that's why I went to the gym, and that's why I kept up with it, and that's how I shed the 20 pounds. And then same with nutrition. I mean, yeah, you have to give up some things that you really enjoy. You can't be eating pizza every day, and donuts and ice cream and cookies and all of those amazing, delicious things that I love. You got to make sacrifices. And you know, back 9 months ago, those weren't sacrifices I was willing to make. I didn't want to give those things up. I didn't want to have to say no to pizza, and I didn't want to have to say no to ice cream dates and all of those things. But things change, and as I progressed, I realized that pizza doesn't make you happy. Pizza makes you happy temporarily, very temporarily. What would make me happy is doing something that I could be proud of, showing myself and challenging myself and proving to myself that I have what it takes. And with that was a change of mindset. And that's the next thing I can say to you guys, is that your mindset is everything. Like, I changed my mindset from somebody who doubted themselves, somebody who made excuses, somebody who I say has a loser mindset, and I flipped it and I changed it to a winner's mindset. And by a winner's mindset, what I mean is, now when I don't want to do something, when I'm not motivated, when I'm tired and I don't want to do my workout, or I don't want to do my cardio, I think to myself, why I started. Why did I start this prep? Because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. Because I wanted to prove to myself I have what it takes. So I remind myself of that, and I go do it. And not only do I go do it, like say I have 45 minutes of cardio to do and I'm freaking exhausted and all I want to do is lay on the couch and fall asleep, like I would, like last night for example, I didn't. I reminded myself of why I'm doing this, and that I can do it, and that I have what it takes. And then I went and I did my cardio. I did my 45 minutes, and not only did I do those 45 minutes, I did more than 45 minutes. It was only asked of me to do 45 minutes, and I don't suggest like going off your plan if you're in prep. I don't suggest like doing extra cardio than what your coach sets out, because I mean, then when he increases your cardio down the road, you're already doing that amount of cardio, you have to break the plan again and increase it even more to get those results. So I don't suggest doing this all the time, but one day when I'm not motivated, I'll do the cardio and then I'll do more. So I did an extra, I was supposed to do 45 minutes, I did an hour. I did an extra 15 minutes. Not because I needed to, but because I was like, you know what? I'm not just going to do this, I'm going to do it better. I'm not just going to put forth a little bit of effort, I'm going to put forth 100% effort, 110% effort. And I get into these mindsets, and I call them winners' mindsets. And it's proving to yourself that you have what it takes, and that you're not going to settle, and that you're not going to allow yourself to do less than you're capable of. You're going to work hard, you're going to push yourself, and you're going to prove to yourself, because after, when you're done, you feel so much better. I finished my cardio and I felt proud, and I felt excited, and I felt back on track, and I felt rejuvenated and all of those things, because I could have laid on the couch and I didn't. I made a choice not to. So the three things that I've learned the most in 9 months, and the 3 things that I stick to continue to get progress and to continue to get places that I want to be and to continue to progress in my life are the 3 things I mentioned during this story. So, number one, surround yourself with good people. Number 2, take the first step. It will lead to the second step and the third step, and before you know it, you're so far from where you were, from where you thought you could be. So just keep moving forward, keep taking that step. Don't let fear stop you, don't let doubt stop you, don't let anybody tell you you can't. Just do it, and you will figure it out. And then the third thing is have a winner's attitude. So yes, not every day you're going to be motivated. Not every day you're going to feel like $1 million and you can take on the world. But it's most important to have that attitude on the days when you don't feel great. Because if your mind controls everything, and if you can control your mind and you can tell it that you can do it, even though your body feels like it's giving up on you, you will do it because your mind is stronger. Your mind is more powerful than how weak you feel physically. So as long as your mind is strong, then you will do what it takes. And yeah, so that's basically my story. I changed situations that weren't good for me. I found a passion. I realized what I really wanted. I changed my direction. I changed my mindset. And good things have not stopped coming since. So if you're down in the dumps and you're in a rough spot and you are carrying extra weight you don't want and you can't pay your bills and you're stressed to the max and you're in a shitty relationship, just know that you have the power to change those things. That you are the one person that can control your situation. You can change it. You can get yourself out of it. It all starts with taking the first step. So that is basically what I wanted to share with you guys. I was thinking about it last night and I was like, you know what? People, they look at my Instagram and they think, oh, look at this girl, she's so fit. I wish I had her motivation. I wish I looked like her. How do I get like her? How do I get to her physique? I don't know where to begin. She looks like she has it all together. She looks so happy. Well, yeah, I'm proud of my physique and I am happy, but that wasn't the case 9 months ago. So don't think that you're stuck. Don't think that you can't do it, because you can't. Get out of that shitty relationship. Stop allowing yourself to be treated like shit. Quit that job that you hate. Quit that job where your boss is an asshole. If you're not passionate about it, stop doing it. Start looking for a way that you can do something you are passionate about. And get your ass to the gym, because I swear to God, guys, the gym is the answer to everything. Actually, though, the gym makes you feel like a new person. The gym gives you energy. The gym gives you clarity. The gym sets you up with an able body and an able mind to take on all of the other things in all the other areas of your life. So, and find somebody who supports you, and rely and turn to those people that are good to you and that support you, whether they're your friends or your family or your boyfriend, whoever it may be that you have in your corner cheering you on, that you can turn to. Do it. Use them. Remind them on your rough days that you might need a little extra inspiration, a little extra support. Remind them that you appreciate them. Remind them that without them, you wouldn't be where you are, and you really appreciate the fact that they're there for you and helping you through your journey, whatever journey that is. And yeah, that's really all I can say, guys. Like that is how I've changed my life and in the last 9 months, and am in a million times better of a spot, and I'm a million times happier of a person, more happy person. I don't know, is happier a word? Sure. Anyway, so that's all. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I hope you guys can relate to this video in one way or another. If you can relate to it, let me know. If you have a similar story, let me know in the comments. If this story inspired you, let me know. If you want me to make more videos on things like this, topics like this, or more details about how my journey changed or what steps that I took, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to turn my camera off now before I get in an accident or get a ticket or something. And I am halfway to the gym, so I get to do a workout. I'm posing with my coach, and I'm so excited. Also, coach, I'm with Team T-Rex Training. Look them up on Instagram. They have a YouTube, they have an Instagram, they have a webpage. Check them out. They are awesome. I'm so happy to be part of the team. I have nothing but good things to say. My coach is Sean, and he's amazing, and his girlfriend Alicia is my posing coach, and she's amazing, and they're both super inspirational. And Alicia's Instagram is Train It Right, and she's also on YouTube, and she has a ton of YouTube videos, and she vlogs her days, and they're awesome because she's so real. There's no bullshitting in her videos. It's literally her life, and she's real with it, and she shows you what prep life is all about. She shows you the hard work that she does, and she's awesome. So follow her on Instagram at Train It Right, and subscribe to her on YouTube at Train It Right, and follow Sean at Sean T-Rex, and follow T-Rex Training, and they can help you get to where you want to be if you have fitness goals. So give them a little look-see-poo. Okay? Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Bye. Have a great day. Oh, and happy Family Day. It's Family Day weekend. Happy Family Day. Hug your families. Kiss your families. Love your families. Spend time with your families. Appreciate your families. Happy Family Day, everyone. Bye.